everybody, welcome to my channel Soul Connection. Today I wanted to talk about twin flames or divine counterparts and the dreaded trifecta of abandonment wounds and why it's important to understand this on this journey. So if you are watching this video and you are a divine feminine, the chaser essentially, because there could be masculines who are in this spot too, whoever it was, the one who was already pretty much awake when you cross paths with your twin flame divine counterpart, then it's most likely, not everyone, but most of you probably were on a good spiritual path and you already worked through your abandonment issues. So you thought. So what you usually do, the divine feminine, is you get on your spiritual path, you start growing, you understand that you need to clear your vessel out so that you can let more light in, more gifts, more love. And so we start healing things. And one of the first, or one of the most prevalent things that, I have not worked with anyone yet. Sorry, I'm sweaty, so I'm not trying to keep touching my face. I haven't worked with anyone yet who has not had abandonment issues. It is pretty much par for the course. So you start working on your own early childhood abandonment issues. And then you meet your divine counterpart, twin flame, they activate you. And so one of the things that are activated within the divine counterpart relationship is past lives together. And you can just bet the farm on the fact that you have abandonment issues with your twin flame from past lives. And so here you find yourself again, and it's really confusing because, if you did it properly the first time, when you healed your abandonment issues, it took a long time anyway. It kept coming up, it kept coming back up until you went through it and you went through it and you went through it. And then you figured out the final pieces and boom, here you are. You met this person who is just making your whole life explode again. You're like, I did this. What is this? And so the thing about it is, you won't be activated on every past life. It won't be a trigger for you, but there are past lives, and almost every counterpart is going to face abandonment issues with their counterpart, period. That's the end of the story. So you do have that too. And on top of that, to add fuel to the fire, to jump out of the frying pan straight into the fire, well, so many of us signed up for, and I know you don't remember this, but you signed up for ancestral or collective healing. Abandonment is a big, big ancestral collective healing. And so I want to talk about this because so many times on this journey, you feel like you're crazy. It's just part of the journey. You feel like you're crazy because you already did this, right? And here it is, it's coming back to you, and it is so magnified. And so I want to talk to you about why it's so magnified. Oftentimes, and especially I've talked to you about this collective being on a faster timeline, accelerated timeline. And oftentimes, when you meet your counterpart, you'll find yourself doing 2 or 3 of these separate abandonment issues all at once. And this makes it magnify exponentially. It's not just 2 times. It feels like it's 20 times. And here are some of the reasons why. One, your counterpart who is just waking up is having to face all of this at once. So they are usually doing at least 2 or 3 of these rounds at one time, which is an exponential amount of abandonment issues. Oftentimes, the one who is not as awake will attribute the whole thing to their counterpart. They will come to you or text you or send you messages and tell you that you have a problem, you have to get over your abandonment issues, blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing, they're dealing with them too. They might not deal with them the same way that you do. As a matter of fact, the masculines generally don't deal with things the same way the feminines do. However, they're dealing with it in a very exponential way, on top of you probably dealing with it in a very exponential way. It's multiplied so much by yourself, by their self, and then if you have merged, if your energy fields have merged, it goes back and forth. It's going back and forth. It's going back and forth. Oftentimes on this journey, and this is true in life anyway, like in relationship anyway, people will put upon you what they don't feel like facing, or what they want to attribute to you and not to themselves. And in this journey, it's such a huge mirror in ways, because you are triggering things in each other that you have caused with each other, that you have agreed to work on together. So it's a mirror in that sense. It's not, you don't always have the same exact things, but this abandonment wound is huge. And since we have, I'm laughing because it's, sorry, since we have gone on this journey and agreed to heal not only this childhood abandonment issue or issues that we've created in this life, but past lives, that will clear this. I think this is important, because when you come together, you cannot have these past life abandonment issues between you. It will cause friction that you're not even aware, like you don't know why it's there, but it's there. So it has to be dealt with. And then the ancestral and collective things that you've agreed to, this is about clearing energy, period. Everything's energy, and it's about clearing energy out of lines so that it does not continue to be pushed very heavily down the line. You cannot save everyone from their abandonment issues, of course, but it does help clear it. It helps lighten the load, and that's what a light worker does. If you are on the twin flame divine counterpart journey, you are a light worker, like it or not. Welcome. And so this is the great trifecta of abandonment wounds. Don't look it up, I just coined this term, but I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, share, subscribe. It's a very easy way for you to make sure other people can see this. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube algorithms. They keep changing. I'm trying to change with them so more people can get the message. I don't do this for money. I do this to help. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, share, subscribe. I love you all.